So, hello everyone. So, this will be our last discussion for the semester. So, hanggang dito lang sa polar coordinates. So, this is very easy. So, um, tuturuan ko lang kayo how to locate a point using the polar coordinates. So, ang skill na kailangan nyo tandaan dito is being familiar with the unit circle. So, remember, for our unit circle, for specific angle, meron tayong certain degrees. So, talking about the polar coordinates, so we are not just talking about x and y now. So we are also talking about the angle and also uh, yung ating change in position will now be not just on the x and the y dimension. So pag kasama na dito yung angle, including the radius. So, hanggang dun lang. Hindi na natin kailangang i-convert yung polar coordinates and rectangular coordinates. So, pero kung gusto nyo pag-aralan pa yun, I encourage you to uh, review that. So, connected dito yung trigonometry and algebra. No, doon sa algebra natin, um, pinag-usapan na natin yung x and y. So, x and y function. Pero dito sa polar coordinate, we are talking about the angle and the radius. So, ito palang presentation, I'm using the presentation made by Assistant Professor Peniero. So, syempre, alam niyo naman kapag PowerPoint ko yung gamit, di ba? So, sige, i-discuss natin to. So, it will just be very quick. And another thing is, this is very fundamental. When, if you want to study a unit circle, the trigonometric function, uh, inverse trigonometric function. So this topic is very fundamental. So minsan inuunang i-discuss yung trigonometric function, yung lalo na yung sinusoid, di ba, sine, cosine. Then after that, the inverse trigonometric, then you will talk about the polar coordinates. Pero sa case nyo, um, it is okay lang din na kung hindi nyo na-discuss yung trigonometric function and inverse trigonometric function. So, at least you know how to locate the point given the angle and given the radius. Okay, so start na tayo. So, again, dito, diniscuss dito yung comparison with regards to rectangular coordinates and polar coordinates. So, yung rectangular coordinates, you are very used to that kasi for starting from your algebra class, you have been dealing with the x and the y. So, even the linear function, di ba? Kunwari, meron kang linear function. Then, yung linear function na yon, unless it's vertical or horizontal, you have a certain degree or you have a certain angle. So, you're dealing with the x dimension and the y dimension. If you can remember your linear function. So, meron kang slope, di ba? Kung maalala niyo yung slope. So, you can deal with the relationship of the slope and the change in the y and the change in the x. So, if you can remember yung formula ng slope, di ba? It's the change in the y over the change in the x or the raised over run. So, we're dealing with just the change in the x and change in y. However, kaya tinawag to na polar, di ba? Kunwari, meron kang pole, and starting from that pole, you start to rotate, no? Kunwari, imagine mo, meron kang stick, di ba? And dun sa dulo ng stick, meron kang tali, nagkabit ka ng tali, and you try to rotate the thread, di ba? So, if na-rotate mo yon, you can see a circle forming, di ba? So, pag inikot mo pa yun, you can see a circle forming. if you try to do it, uh, bago mo i-rotate, i-measure mo yung starting point niya, then i-try mong i-rotate for a certain angle. Sa may measure ka na angle dun sa initial point saka final point, di ba? So dito, hindi mo na lang pinag-uusapan yung X and Y dimension na. So meron pa rin siyang X and Y dimension because you'll be dealing with the change in Y and change in X. However, you also need to measure the angle, no? Starting from the initial point and the final point. So that's why we call it polar coordinates kasi you are rotating. You can I want you to imagine that it's like you are rotating a thread that is connected to a pole. Ano? So kaya polar. So again, at a certain point, our reference point is the origin. No? So mari ito yung ano mo, um, yung coordinate system mo, no? In this purple, the origin. So, imagine mo meron kang thread. So, meron kang thread, with a certain length. Yun yung length ng thread mo is the radius. No? So, kapag ni-rotate mo yan, inikot mo tong thread na to, so, kunwari tinigil mo dito, meron kang certain angle, di ba? Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Meron kang certain angle. That's why if you will be talking about the polar coordinate, you will be dealing with the length of the thread or the radius and the angle. So, yung ginagamit natin will be the unit circle, di ba? With a certain coordinate, meron ka dito, ito yung zero natin. The y-axis is the pi, the positive y-axis is the pi over 2 or 90 degrees. The 180 degrees is the pi. Then, if you're rotating counterclockwise, then the negative y-axis is the 3 pi over 2. Then, 2 pi ulit itong positive x-axis. So, yun yung kapag counterclockwise ka. Pero if you will be rotating with a clockwise direction, again, remember, if you will be rotating the angle, if you can remember in your geometry class, if you will be rotating counterclockwise, the angle will be positive, no? But if you will be rotating clockwise, it will be negative. Tatandaan nyo yun, guys, no? It's the same principle that we are using in physics. So I think in your first semester, you'll be taking physics, in calculus-based physics. So when you talk about rotation, the torque, and circular motion, tatandaan nyo, if it is counterclockwise, so it's positive, the angle is always positive, but if it is clockwise, the angle will be negative. Okay? So the R is, again, the distance from the origin, from the pole, no? Doon sa minimeasure natin na circle. Okay? So, normally, if you will be using physics, the radius is uh, always absolute value. However, if you will be dealing with the polar coordinates, either kapag negative yung radius mo, ibig sabihin lang nun, uh, clockwise yung direction ng measurement mo. So either pwede yung radius mo yung negative or yung angle mo yung negative. So kung alin yung may negative. So ibig sabihin lang nun ay clockwise yung direction. So kapag wala namang negative, kapag positive yung radius, positive yung angle, definitely uh, the direction will be counterclockwise. So, ito yung isang example. Kumari itong point P, itong point P na to. So, pakita ko lang sa inyo yung relationship ng rectangular at polar. Again, hindi nyo na pag-aaralin yung polar. Pero gusto ko makita yung relationship ng rectangular coordinate at polar coordinate. So, let's talk about the polar coordinate first. So, nakikita nyo tong point. So, itong point P na to, ano yung location niya? We will be using the polar coordinate. So, we will be your value will be, uh, the first number will be the radius, and the second number will be the angle. So, pangalanan lang natin na theta, di ba? Just for this example. So, yung point P will be R theta. So, your R will be the length of your radius. So, R. And the angle will be the measurement of the angle starting from the positive x. Measure natin yung angle. So, if you can remember, how do we measure the angle? So, we measure it using protractor. However, if you'll be using the unit circle, malalaman natin yung certain value, no, using the unit circle. So, our polar coordinate will be P, the radius, and the angle. So, yung angle will be either radians or degree. So, maalin, no? So, bigyan natin ng example. So, skip ko na to, no? So, kunwari, plot natin tong point na to with the polar coordinate. So, guys, sa ano to pala, no? Hindi semicolon. So, it will just be comma, no? So, it should be 3 pi over 4. So, lasan yun? So, again, the 3 will be the radius. So, the radius is the length from the origin. Ano? So, from here to here, since 3. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung, nandito yung point. Ano? So, ito yung range kung saan, ayan, dapat circle. So, yun yung range kung saan 3 yung radius. Diba? And the angle is this one. The angle is pi over 4. So, we just name it theta. So, that's the most common. Pero whatever angle that you use, is just the angle of the location coming from the positive x-axis or from 0. So, the pi over 4 is in radian. So, remember, pi is equal to 180 degrees. So, the pi over 4 is just equal to 180 degrees over 4. So that will be just equal to 45 degrees. So from 0, measure ka ng 45 degrees. So, yan, di ba? Ito yung 45 degrees. Pero yung radius mo will be 3. So, nandito yung point natin. Okay? So, that's 3 pi over 4. Okay, another example. So, dito, negative yung angle natin. So again, kapag negative yung angle, you are measuring it from the positive x-axis, but the direction will be clockwise. So yung ikot ng angle mo will be clockwise. So the radius is 7. So dito, sa boundary na to, di ba? 7. Pero yung angle mo will be negative pi over 6. So starting from 0, we will measure negative pi over 6 clockwise. So remember, pi is equal to 180 degrees. So negative pi over 6 is equal to negative 180 degrees over 30, over 6. Over 6, then that will just be equal to negative 30. So from here, So each line is 15 degrees, no? So, andito sa point na to. So ito yung 7, negative pi over 6. Okay? Again, nasa radius ng 7. Then, yung angle mo will be negative 30 degrees. So, clockwise yung direction. Okay? Okay. This one, yung radius yung negative. So, kung radius mo ay negative, isa lang din yun, no? Clockwise din yung direction. So, it will be in 6. So, radius mo ay 6. Pero yung angle mo will be pi over 3. So, yung pi over 3 natin will be equal to 180 degrees over 3. So, that will be equal to 60 degrees. So, we will measure 60 degrees, 15, clockwise, 15, 30, 45, 60. And the range is 6. So, nandito. Okay. Oh, so this one, mali lang yun sa PowerPoint. Okay. So, ito yung, it should be here. So, negative 6 pi over. Okay, another one. Ano kapag negative parehas, di ba? So, since parehas lang din yun, so ibig sabihin lang din is, 4 units on the opposite direction. So, that will be from here. Okay? So, we got negative 4, negative 30. Okay. So, for the previous number, so negative 6. So, the direction will be the opposite. So, the angle is pi over 3. So, ulitin natin. So, the angle is pi over 3. So, positive yung angle mo. So, positive yung direction, pi over 3, 60 degrees. So, dito. So, yung direction ng radius will be negative. So, nasa opposite direction. Yan, dito. Okay? So, ganun din sa kabila. So, negative 4, negative 30. So, negative 30 will be here. Pero, dapat ay nasa 4. So, dapat nandun sa kabilang direction. Okay? So, nandito siya sa okay. So, that will be the negative 4, negative 30. Okay, so try to plot these points as an assignment. So, pwede kayong mag-practice for it. Okay, sige. So, I think, again, to summarize, so kapag negative yung radius, i-direct mo lang siya dun sa opposite direction. No? So, kumari ito pi over 6. So, positive yung iyong angle. So, that will be counterclockwise. So, 180 divided by 6, so 30 yan. Positive din yung radius mo. So, dito na yan sa 5. Pero itong letter B, so positive yung angle mo. So, 180 divided by 4. So, 45 yan. But the radius is negative. So, dito ka, pero dun sa opposite direction. So, that will be negative 2 sa opposite ng 45. So, dito. Okay? So, this one is negative 2 pi over 4. Okay? So, yun lang. I think, easy naman to. So, make sure na naaral to. Okay?